Federal government extends ban on all flights in Nigeria for 4 weeks as airlines lose billions. And we grapple to battle down the deadly disease, coronavirus, with different punches it throws different aspects of our lives. And the Buhari government insists the Abacha loot won't be relooted. Tonight, we look at the manner in which the monies will be spent and the procedures. We are analyze the issues and the fears by many of a relooting of the Abacha loot. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimbaloye in Lagos. Welcome everyone. It's the midweek edition of the program. It's a 1-hour stretch. So we give you some of the bigger stories in terms of politics in the land. So stay with me for the next 1 hour or so. Let me quickly give you an update on the war against COVID-19 in Nigeria. First with the figures that we know now. With 148 new cases of COVID-19 reported late last night, we now have the total number of confirmed cases put at 2,950. And these cases are in Lagos, 43 of them, 32 in Kano, 14 in Zamfara, 10 in the FCT, 9 in Katsina, 7 in Taraba, 6 in the northeastern Borno state, 6 in the state of southwest of Ogun, 5 in Oyo, 3 south state of Edo, 3 also in Kaduna, 3 in Bauchi, 2 in Adamawa, 2 in Gombe, 1 in Plateau State, and 1 in Sokoto and Kebbi State. Where the number of people discharged is now 481, while the deaths is 98. Any moment from now, Nigerians evacuated from the United Arab Emirates will touch base in the country. There was a slight delay in the return of Nigerians voluntarily returning to the country after the chartered plane conveying them made a U-turn to base after a pregnant woman was delivered of a baby on board and with some complications. Well, the plane conveying them may touch ground because it said that it will arrive at about 7 p.m. So hopefully they are landing in Nigeria as we speak. But except for those kind of special flights, there won't be commercial flights in and out of Nigeria for another 1 month, even around the country, international and local flight that is, for another 4 weeks. Today, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 announced the extension of a ban by a month. Take a listen to them.
Tomorrow marks the last day for the enforcement of the closure of Nigeria's airspace to flights. We have assessed the situation in the aviation industry and have come to the conclusion that given the facts available to us and based on the evidence of experts, the ban on all flights will be extended for an additional 4 weeks. We have continued to interface with the governors, and I'm pleased to inform you that the Nigerian Center for Disease Control will be visiting the Kogi and Cross River states to provide support to the state EOCs. This is a giant leap in the dialogue and collaboration process. We are also retooling all federal medical institutions as part of the overall support to the states.
Well, before we get started, there are some information you need to know on our political roundup. Watch it now.
In Enugu State, Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi has officially activated the State Diagnostic Center designated for the treatment of COVID-19 should the other isolation centers in the state get overwhelmed. The governor commended the efforts of the private sector and called on all residents in the state to adhere to the social protocol and personal hygiene guidelines to win the war against the pandemic.
We are proudly grateful to the Nigerian Private Sector Coalition Against COVID-19, CACOB, for complementing our modest efforts through their invaluable support.
As part of efforts to curtail the transmission of COVID-19 at correctional centers in Kwara State, the State Chief Judge has granted pardon to 46 inmates in Mandala and Okekura Correctional Centers in Ilori. Addressing journalists in Okekura Correctional Center, the Chief Judge, Justice Sulaiman Kawu, says the exercise is in line with the directive of President Muhammadu Buhari to decongest the centers across the country. Governor Samuel Ortom's visit to the border point between Benue and Enugu State at Orokamana-Bolo comes on the heels of a second case of COVID-19 recorded in the state by a returnee from Kano. The governor warns operatives against allowing anyone through the border points into the state.